Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the More Analytics Afternoon Energy Podcast for December 1st, going into the 2nd. I'm going to start off with natural gas. Okay. We had held exhaustion above at 488.10 and rolled over 491 ticks. And then the trade below 462 had projected this downward 130 minimum, 470 maximum. We attained 230 of that here before breaking back above this line right here, which came in at 466, which has brought in strength up to 494.80. And I said that we were projected upward 315 ticks minimum, 345 ticks plus maximum. Give me a moment. On November 26th, we'd also left a minor bullish reversal below. I said, no, we may be in the last stretch of the move upward from 391.30 with areas of possible exhaustion at 495.20 to 501.80 and higher. I did have a sell suggestion against the upper part of that at 498.90 to 501.80, which we are currently holding with a 494.80 high. That is also a higher time frame exhaustion and a lower time frame exhaustion. One a corrective exhaustion, one an extension exhaustion. If we were to roll over and start a bearish correction, it should exceed 300 ticks. If we were to fail back down through this line right here decently, that would warrant a decent pressure. Again, that's going to come in at 474.40 plus 1.3 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Monday. In the crude oil, kind of a quiet day today. Tomorrow has a good likelihood of seeing range expansion. The trade above 57.59, I said warns of strength. We've seen strength up to 59.97. We see a further break above this line, that a warrant of continued strength. That's going to come in at 59.76 plus 0.5 of a tick per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. And a further break above these lines up here, which will come in at 60.19 to 60.28, or 60.19 and 60.28 respectively, minus 0.2 of a tick per hour and minus 0.3 of a tick per hour. Decent break above those. We'll continue to project this upward over $3 to the upside. Decent failure below 58.27 would warrant a decent pressure. Okay, and the RBOB, or unleaded gasoline. Our warrant final exhaustion below comes in at 177.33 to 680. We came shy of this with a 177.96 low and have rallied up to 187.44 and now even 187.48. Decent trade above this formation right here, which is going to come in at 186.63. minus 3 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. That will warn of decent strength for 5.7 cents plus. Although we have not broken above there decently as of yet, the fact that we settled above there suggests there's a good likelihood we're going to penetrate it on a decent level. Bear with me just a moment. Decent penetration in there is going to be 163 ticks overnight, and then after 9 o'clock Tuesday, it'll be 146 ticks. And heating oil, maintain gap higher tomorrow, would be bullish. I said we're in a bearish correction against the move up from 209.69 with possible exhaustion at 223.29 to 129. The trade below 247.35 projects this downward 16.5 cents plus. We've attained 19.22 cents of that so far. Decent trade back above this line, which is going to come in at 236.23, minus 5.5 per hour, starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Monday. We'll want a decent strength. And the Brent, the trade above 61.78 brought in $1.95 strength. Trade above 63.29 failed to bring in its projection to the upside, and the failure back down now warrants a decent pressure. If we break above it one more time decently, I would take another shot and get long. It's going to come in at 63.20, minus 0.7 of a tick per hour, starting at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday. And then finally, the gas oil. Trade above 666 minus 22 per hour. I said now warrants of strength. Decent trade back below. We'll take bearish calls off hold. We traded up to 678.50 before rolling over and testing the line twice. And tomorrow, RBOB is likely to be the strong horse of the three, the heating oil in the middle, and the crude the weakest of the three relative to one another. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you on tomorrow's podcast.